Can Christianity be true under Islam? Trinitarian Christianity. Okay, so in order for me to get you to be a Christian, I must disprove Islam to you.
It's very divisive.
Of course I am. Now, as a Christian,
Do you think that's
do we allow naked people into shops? Is that being divisive towards naked people? As Muslims, according to Ibn Taymiyyah, right, you hold to divine command theory, which very interestingly posits that morality is contingent upon the mind of God and not on the ontology of God himself. Now, because he's gone, because I basically posed that within his tradition, I've got a question actually. Do you hold to divine command theory, like any theistic here? Because according to the early Muslim tradition, they would hold to divine command theory, which would say, you were in support with their argument, so like I'm supposing that you're a theist, right?
Getting into Christianism, we're just talking about God.
Yeah. What position do you hold to, so I know what tradition I'm appealing to?
That wasn't relevant.
Of course it is, because theists can still hold to the position of subjective morality.
I disagree.
So what tradition do you come to, and I can outline that with an argument. By the way, I'm shaking because I'm incredibly cold.
Yeah, I'm just curious, what religion has subjective... How can a theist believe in subjective...
Well, within the Sunni tradition of Islam, they hold to something called divine command theory, that instead of God's ontology being the criteria of what is good, it's rather the commandments of God.
Do you believe that? Do you believe
No,
that
I don't
there can be
believe in divine
subjective?
command theory.
Do you believe subjective morality?
No, I believe in objective morality, because I'm a
So do I.
Christian.
So do I.
Are you a Muslim, sir?
I'm Muslim.
Okay, are you a Sunni Muslim?
I don't go into that. I believe
Why
in
exactly?
objective
Okay,
morality.
do you believe in the Sunnah of the Prophet?
Yes.
Okay, and are you a Sunni Muslim? Do you believe a Sunni is that which follows the Sunnah and is the fullness of Islam?
I believe in the Quran.
Well, I need to know what tradition you hold to, right? I need to understand if you hold to the position that Allah actually speaks, or is this a created effect? Or if Allah actually sits on his throne, or is it above his throne?
It's like I said, we're just talking about if God exists in objective morality.
Well, I think Islam. I believe Islam. I believe Islam or Sunni Islam as a framework to argue classical theism just falls short of every argument you're going to use.
Okay.
Because divine command theory, which Ibn Taymiyyah formally holds to, is going to be the position that God's, instead of what is good is God's grace, his nature, it is instead his commandments. So God commands it, therefore it's good. Now that's subjective. Why? Because subjectivity is defined as stance dependent. It is stance dependent upon the mind of Allah, therefore it's subjective.
I don't think that's subjective.
Okay,
If God commands it, it's subjective.
Yes. According to divine command theory, it would be.
I don't get the contention here. What are you trying to convince?
Well, firstly, I'm a Christian, so I automatically disagree with Islam. Secondly, I don't like when Muslims pose arguments that don't work within their worldview.
I just told you my worldview. I don't believe in subjective morality.
Well, look, of course you can deny that proposition, but if it is therefore the case that your worldview says that it is subjective or entails it's a subjective, you have an issue.
I don't have an issue.
Of course you do. If you are a Sunni Muslim and your early patristics hold to divine command theory, which is that instead
Why are
of...
you so insistent that we all pick a team? Do you not just want to...
I'm insistent that people hold to the commitments to which their religion posits. If I'm a Christian and someone says there's a contradiction within the Trinity...
Not a sect of Islam, I'm a slave of God.
Well, because most gods give a religion or give a message to which a religion upholds. So, in order for us to hold to this religion, we must be steadfast in that faith or in that religion itself.
I'm steadfast in my faith and religion, yes.
Absolutely, and a religion is something which automatically is going to discriminate and cause division. But that isn't a bad thing.
Not necessarily.
Okay, I'm a Christian.
Really,
In
my experience, you're very divisive.
Of course I am. Now, as a Christian,
Do you think that's
do we allow naked people into shops? Is that being divisive towards naked people?
yes?
Okay, so being divisive is good in some cases,
You're
right?
divisive. I said you're very divisive. I
Okay.
feel like your main prerogative here is just to argue with people.
Well, no, rather
And
to...
it should be...
Well, you don't know what I do in my free
I don't know
time.
everything. We're all trying to come to the truth.
Exactly, and I'm contending the truth.
Good luck. Good luck.
Well, you see that I've tried to formally dialogue with you.
What are we doing here? You're trying to what? Prove me wrong?
I'm trying to prove you wrong so you can come to the
Why are you
Christian
trying to
faith.
prove me wrong?
Now, you have no idea what I do after the park, and I think it's an insult to say that I'm being divisive in the sense of just arguing with
Well, I
people.
just said, what's your goal here?
My goal is to get as many young people as possible towards Christ.
But instead of trying to prove someone wrong, you should try and bring them to what is right.
Wait, hold on. In order to bring someone through the truth, we must therefore demonstrate that their position is false. Islam does not allow for the possibility that Trinitarian Christianity is
I told
true.
you my position, and you start attacking an external. You're like strawmanning.
Can Christianity be true under Islam? Trinitarian Christianity. Okay, so in order for me to get you to be a Christian, I must disprove Islam to you. Exactly. So what's wrong with being divisive in these
But
situations?
we weren't talking about that. As I said,
You mentioned that I'm being
before,
decisive.
The root of theism is, does God exist? Then the
And I
next
don't
level-
think theism is going to be something which is intrinsically good. It's according to the Christian worldview, it is equally dead to reject this God, to reject the existence of our God than it is to accept Islam. There's nothing better for a Muslim than an atheist according to the Christian position.
You believe that?
I genuinely do believe this. I believe that you are as equally spiritually dead as an atheist would be. Pardon?
Okay.
Now, so here's the question to you now, because it seems like you're not too happy with me giving the patristics of your early tradition. So why exactly are you not a Christian?